Hi, my name is Justin Swansberg. Today, I'm going to walk you through an end-to-end demo of the DataRobot platform. DataRobot helps organizations integrate AI into core business processes to maximize impact and minimize risk. Our platform unifies how teams build, operate, and govern both predictive and generative AI pipelines at scale. In particular, I'll show how you can leverage our platform to solve a real business problem, identifying which loans to underwrite, and how to communicate your lending decisions to applicants. For the purposes of the demo, I'll be playing the role of a loan origination analyst at a regional bank who is focused on building a credit decisioning system that performs two primary functions. First, recommending which applicants to approve, and second, drafting an adverse action notification to share with anyone we reject. The application you'll see nicely showcases how you can combine both predictive and generative models to deliver a solution not possible with either alone. Imagine a predictive model that scores the likelihood that an applicant will be 60 or more days delinquent at any point in the first year of their loan. Once we have this prediction, we can leverage our prediction explanations to translate the model's output into a human-readable justification built with generative AI that can be incorporated directly into our adverse action notifications. These notifications are required under the Equal Credit Opportunity and the Fair Credit Reporting Acts for banks when they reject or conditionally approve reduced amount loan applications. Our demonstration uses a predictive model to predict the likelihood a borrower will be delinquent, and then a generative model to draft a notification customized just for them. After we've built the models, we'll run an automated swap and rejection rate analysis to determine whether it's appropriate to replace our current approval system with these updated models and forecasted their expected impact on our balance sheet. So why are we doing this? As you can see, our customers using DataRobot's credit decisioning system have realized three key benefits that directly impact their operations and bottom line. First, speed to decision has significantly improved, with customers reducing loan decision times by 3 to 4 days. Second, there's been a measurable risk reduction, with delinquency rates decreasing by anywhere from 0.5% to a full percentage point. Lastly, our customers have seen an increase in the loan underwriting volume by as much as 5 to 10%. Now, let's talk about the bottom line. The goal of implementing DataRobot's system is to reduce false positives and false negatives. In practical terms, this means approving more loans that are expected to perform well and rejecting more loans that are predicted to default. By fine-tuning the decisioning process, lenders can balance growth with the appropriate risk management. Additionally, by automating loan notifications, we help lenders save valuable time while also reducing the risks associated with manual processes. By reducing delinquencies across the portfolio by just 0.5 percentage point, banks and credit unions can significantly improve their risk profile. At the same time, by increasing the volume of newly approved loans by as much as 10%, lenders can grow their market share and boost revenue. The combination of both reduced risk and increased loan volume can create a substantial impact on the overall profitability of regional banks and credit unions. This application is one of our many AI solution templates. These templates are prepackaged turnkey solutions that can quickly and easily be applied to your data. Since most AI applications often require stitching together and orchestrating dozens of independent services, we wanted to make the overall process as seamless and painless as possible. No need to manually rebuild out the required data connectors, wrangling recipes, modeling blueprints, generative models, deployments, guardrails, or even front-end web applications every time you want to tackle a net new use case. All you need to do is adapt the few nodes you want to update, and our automation will handle the rest, shrinking a process that would normally take months down to only a few hours. What you're seeing here is our credit decisioning app hosted on the DataRobot platform. This lets credit analysts decide whether to extend credit to our auto loan applicants and perform what-if scenarios to determine if an applicant may be eligible for a counteroffer with a reduced loan amount. Here, we can review the details of our use case and explore any key insights the team found during modeling. Once we're ready, we can navigate to the Predictions tab and view each of our past applications, as well as their estimated delinquency probabilities. As new borrowers submit their applications through our online form, our app will then score them in real time and output their likelihood to pay back the loan in full and on time. For the purposes of this demo, I'll create a new hypothetical applicant and predict their risk. In this case, our applicant is applying for an auto loan to finance a purchase of a 2019 Cadillac Escalade. We can see that our model predicted their probability of delinquency at around 7.3%. You can also see the many reasons we think this customer is likely not a great candidate to underwrite. We call these our prediction explanations. They break down the reasoning behind each prediction in a way that's clear and easy to understand by highlighting which attributes are driving up the likelihood and which are driving it down. In this case, our potential borrower is at risk of missing payments and may not be a sound investment due to the large requested loan amount, high loan to value, and their total number of credit inquiries. As previously mentioned, though, rather than rejecting the applicant outright, we may want to modify the terms of their loan so they become a less risky investment. 3 key levers we can adjust are the loan's APR, amount, and term. And that's where our optimization analysis comes into play. Instead of painstakingly testing hundreds of different loan offerings, we can automatically test which unique combination of these factors minimizes the likelihood of a delinquency. Here we can see that financing a $50,000 loan, roughly half of the initially requested amount, drops the probability of a non-payment down from 7% to around 4.5. And if we switch to a table view, we can even see the exact APR, amount, and term to offer our applicant that would result in the lowest possible delinquency risk. Mission accomplished. Now that we have our modified terms, we can incorporate them along with our prediction explanations to draft an adverse action notification to share with applicants. To start, let's select a customer and hit submit. This will kick off the process we just reviewed, beginning with predicting the delinquency risk. You can see the application details on the right and the predicted delinquency likelihood below. You can also see the top prediction explanations driving this probability higher. In fact, if we zoom into the notification, you can see that we've incorporated many of the explanations directly into the text so that our decision is as transparent and fair as possible. Once our chat application goes live, we're going to want to monitor all the activity in real time. For this, we can head on over to our MLOps dashboard. Consider this your centralized command center where you can monitor, manage, and govern all of your organization's deployments from a single unified pane of glass. Here, we can see that I'm currently managing 41 models and actively tracking their service health, data drift, and accuracy. The best part is that the models don't need to have been built in DataRobot in order to be tracked. In fact, they don't even need to be running on our platform. They can be deployed in any external environment, and we can still provide the same level of real-time visibility and moderation. Let's double-click into our loan default deployment to see what's been happening. We start on an Overview tab that captures all the metadata we want to track relevant to a particular deployment, including the history of changes and updates to help you track the deployment's evolution. We can even view the recent approvals and any related comments. From here, we can head over to the Monitoring tab, where we land on the Service Health page. This highlights the number of applications we've scored over time and their associated latency, as well as any warnings or alerts. To get an even more detailed view, though, we can click into our data drift. Here is where we can see how an applicant's loan attributes have shifted over time by comparing their current values to a baseline. This provides a great early warning sign for when you likely want to retrain your models against newer data. For a more lagging indicator, we can drill down into the accuracy tracking. Here, we can see metrics like log loss and KS to ensure that our model's predictive capabilities aren't decaying. Of course, being in a highly regulated industry, we'll also want to continuously monitor for fairness and bias to ensure that we are in compliance with the EOA and FCRA, and aren't accidentally basing any underwriting decisions on protected categories such as military status or disability. Next, we can take a look at our custom metrics. Here's where we can see all the different metrics we're monitoring and view how they're trending over time. Importantly, we allow users to track business metrics like the delinquency rate, percentage of auto loans approved, percentage funded, and even our overall ROI, in addition to the model-specific metrics like accuracy, faithfulness, and correctness. Lastly, we can even generate ongoing deployment and compliance reports to meet our internal MRM team and auditors' needs. To peel back the curtain and see how we pulled all of this together, we can hop on over to our AI Workbench. Our AI Workbench is where users can easily collaborate with either code-first or no-code, low-code tooling to build generative and predictive AI use cases. We can see all the different assets we've created to bring our auto loan underwriting project to life. We began by cleaning our data and wrangling the correct definition of our delinquencies that we could use as our target. Any recipes we build in our Wrangler can be reused and reapplied at prediction time. Next, we join together a variety of datasets that DataRobot leveraged to engineer hundreds of additional features in order to maximize our predictive power. We call this our feature discovery. Then, we performed multiple rounds of advanced feature selection processes so that we only would keep the subset of features with the strongest signal. From here, we tested hundreds of different modeling strategies, or experiments, and ranked them from the best performing to the worst performing on our leaderboard. Afterwards, we could carefully evaluate the performance and explainability of each approach, and even calculate a payoff matrix to estimate the potential increase in profit we would earn by switching from our current credit processing system to an updated AI underwriting one. And we did all of this in a matter of minutes. From here, we were easily able to register our top model to prepare it for deployment and quickly spin up the AI application I highlighted to start the demo. Our final step is to explore how we can quickly create the generative part of our underwriting campaign. Since we already have our credit decisions, now we need to incorporate them into an email we can share with our customers. To accomplish this, we can head on over to our playground. Our playground is where users can create various language model blueprints and easily test which of them is most suitable for their use case. Creating a blueprint is as simple as selecting the language model you want, configuring any settings, optionally selecting a vector database if you'd like to leverage an internal knowledge base using an approach like RAG, and adding in your system prompt. Once you're done, you're immediately ready to start asking questions. I've already gone ahead and created a few different models with Azure's OpenAI and Anthropic. You can see I have the ability to compare and contrast the results between these two and select my preferred responses. In fact, I can even drill into each response and understand a variety of metrics like latency, correctness, cost, and others. Deploying this model is as simple as selecting Register. DataRobot will then package up all the necessary code and versioning in a new location over in our registry. And that's a wrap. Hopefully this quick walkthrough was helpful and gave you a sense of the power of combining both predictive and generative AI while showcasing some of our exciting new functionality. Thanks for watching.